Deaf culture, definition and explanation. Deaf culture is a unique social, linguistic, and cultural community shared by deaf individuals who often use sign language as their primary means of communication. It is built on shared experiences, values, traditions, and ways of interacting, much like any other cultural group. Recognized as a distinct culture, deaf culture celebrates deafness not as a disability, but as an identity that comes with a rich cultural heritage. At its core, deaf culture revolves around a collective identity shaped by the experience of being deaf. This culture is most often found within deaf communities, where sign languages like British Sign Language, BSL, play a central role in communication. Deaf culture also includes a set of social norms and values that distinguish it from hearing culture. For example, eye contact is critical in deaf communication as it signifies attentiveness and engagement. Interruptions in conversation are considered rude, not through verbal means, but through visual and physical cues. Understanding and recognizing deaf culture is essential in promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives. By acknowledging deafness as a cultural identity rather than just a medical condition, we empower deaf individuals to embrace their identity and advocate for their rights in both public and private spheres. This recognition promotes inclusivity, ensuring that deaf people can participate fully in society without the stigma of being seen as disabled. An example of deaf culture can be seen in the education system. Many deaf children attend specialized deaf schools where British Sign Language, BSL, is used as the primary language of instruction. These schools are important cultural hubs, fostering both academic learning and cultural immersion. Through attending deaf schools, students are introduced to deaf role models, BSL storytelling, and cultural events like BSL poetry slams. Incorporating deaf culture into broader DEI efforts means ensuring accessibility, from providing sign language interpreters in public settings to creating policies that protect the rights of deaf individuals. It also means shifting societal perceptions and dismantling barriers that have historically marginalized the deaf community. Businesses, institutions, and public services should strive to foster an inclusive environment where deaf individuals feel valued and heard, quite literally and figuratively. Deaf culture is a vibrant, rich, and essential part of the cultural mosaic that makes up our diverse society. It is shaped by the experiences, language, and identity of the deaf community. By understanding and respecting deaf culture, we move closer to a society that truly values diversity, equity, and inclusion. Acknowledging deaf culture not only helps break down communication barriers, but also builds bridges of understanding between the hearing and deaf communities.